When the Maserati Gran Turismo made its debut in early 2007, George W. Bush lived in the White House, the iPhone hadn't launched, and Chrysler had yet to crash on Fiat's couch. A decade is a long time. It's a different world, even at Maserati. New Ghibli, Levante SUV, and Quattroporte models have increased the brand's sales more than tenfold. Roughly 42,000 new Maseratis will be sold this year. But unlike those other models, the Gran Turismo contains nary a trace of Chrysler. It remains very much a product of the old, pre-FCA Maserati and is still built on a shortened, two-door version of the platform used for the previous generation Quattroporte, a car we remember fondly. The solo engine is still the 454 horsepower 4.7-liter V8, which traces its gestation to the belly of the 1999 Ferrari 360 Modena and has been screaming ever since. A 6-speed automatic is the only gearbox available. Switching to the latest 8-speed automatic was something Maserati didn't want to spend on. Starting the Maranello-built V8 requires sliding the key into the ignition and turning the tumbler, a quaint reminder of life in 2008. A cross-plane crankshaft gives the V8 a distinct grip that's muted in normal mode and perfectly obnoxious when you open up the exhaust by pressing the sport button. Running this naturally aspirated engine to its 7,500 RPM redline weakens your will and makes you forgiving of acceleration that hasn't kept in step with our turbocharged times. Most cars at or just below the coupe's $134,625 starting price easily outrun the Gran Turismo, courtesy of forced induction. The convertible opens at $152,265. Internet commenters will scoff, rightly, for once, at what we estimate to be a 4.5 second 0 to 60 mph time, nearly 50% slower than the 3.1 seconds a Porsche 911 Carrera S needed in a recent test. In a sense, the Gran Turismo reminds us of when Acura redid the new and 1990 NSX for 2002. It didn't gain any extra power over the 2001 model, only a cosmetic and chassis refresh. Like every Maserati ever built, it toys with your emotions and suppresses rationality. Whenever that delete all theory-like replacement arrives, it might be too soon for some of us.